The fall season means a lot of fall flavor in the 608, especially when it comes to all things apples.
We're not just talking about the usual apple picking here. Josh Breider checked out a cider farm southwest of Madison to show more. Hey, Josh.
Hey, guys. Good morning to both of you. Good morning to everyone at home. You may be familiar with the Cider Farm tasting room on Madison's west side, but we got to look at where it all started close to 20 years ago. John and Deirdre Birmingham have an organic apple orchard near Mineral Point where they grow the wine grapes of apples. Take a look. We're back again from the Cider Farm just outside of Mineral Point this morning, learning a little bit more about what goes into the process of making Wisconsin cider. Deirdre Birmingham is with us once again, and this is a big time of year for you guys.
Oh, yeah, we're harvesting. We've already done our first apple pressing, so it's all coming to fruition now.
So what goes into making a cider? You know, you say it's a little similar to making wine as well.
Yes, In fact, we have a winery permit at our cidery and tasting room. We have wine fermenters. We use white wine yeast, and we grow the wine grapes of apples.
So we mentioned earlier that these are the apples that you wouldn't just eat off the tree, right? They're specific in making cider.
Right. We've focused on growing tannic apples. We do have two varieties that are tart eating apples, so we can get aromas and acids and other things that you use in your blend. Because like you're making it like a wine, good wines are often a blend. There are single varietals, and we also do some ciders that focus on a variety, but often you're blending to get all the different components you want in a fine cider.
So part of your tours that you do out here on the farm is you do some tasting. So what do we have out here right now?
Yeah, so people get to taste our classic dry on the tour. So this is the proof in the pudding of what these tannic varieties can do for a cider. So this one has 5 different tannic varieties in a tart apple base. And you met one of those varieties called Chisel Jersey. So not a common eating apple.
Ooh, that's fantastic, yeah.
My husband John likes to say we grow horrible tasting apples, and they're often a little ugly.
For good reason.
Yes,
because you're able to make something like this.
Right.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like that refreshing feeling too. And what's also cool is, of course, we live in Wisconsin, so you have the Wisconsin apple brandy right here. Here's the unopened one.
Yeah.
And what's really unique is you guys actually will sign and date the bottles.
Yes, we do. We sign and number every bottle. I mean, we started this by learning to graft and hand make our own trees, so we're just carrying that handcraftedness all the way through to the final product.
So I've got to try a little bit of brandy, and this is going to make Leah jealous because she loves the brandy old-fashioned sweet.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's good. That's really good.
Smooth and complex.
So what goes into making that?
So we work with a local distillery, Yahara Bay Distillers. They actually do the distillation and the aging in charred oak bourbon barrels with wild apple wood from our farm. And then we bring it over to our cidery, where we also have a permit so we can package our own apple brandy.
So you guys do the tours, and you actually have some that you're doing coming up here that people can take advantage of.
Yes, even this Sunday, the 19th. We're going to be pressing the apple varieties that go into a cider we call tremlets. So we'll be pressing our tremlets bitter and our Priscilla apples, and people will stand here in the orchard and actually taste the tremlets. They'll see those apples being pressed, and then we have people can picnic on the farm. We have a cheese and charcuterie box that they can pre-order, and it's just a beautiful piece of countryside, so it's fun to share it with other people too.
Well, very good. We'll get that up on channel3000.com. Thank you so much for having us out here. We got to do our old Wisconsin cheers here.
Yeah,
cheers to that, and happy cider.
Thank you, Josh.
If you'd like to learn more about the Cider Farm, you can go to channel3000.com. Again, they do have tours happening. One happening this weekend, and they still have tickets available, so you can check that out. Guys, I don't know what else you need. A charcuterie board and some cider. That sounds like a pretty good trip to me.
Yeah, you know I'm a sucker for anything Iowa County, though. Boy, just gorgeous out there, Josh. Huh?
The terrain out there is just unbelievable. I mean, you have the rolling hills and the bluffs, and it just was a fun drive down there and just a unique area. I mean, their orchard is beautiful. 16,000 trees. You can get lost out there, guys.
Brandy with a view.
There you go. It doesn't get any better than that.
Happy cider, Josh.
Woo, happy cider.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him at inthe608@wictv.com.